Yeah, I'm Geoff Brooks. I'm the director of Daylight Follows. A little bit about the film that you've just seen. So, obviously, everyone's aware of the Second World War and the Holocaust. So we don't need to really delve into that so much. Everyone's aware of that. So this film's more about friendship and human connection. Obviously, it's on the backdrop of the war, but the key thing for us was to make a story about human connection and friendship, so that we can understand that in the worst environments there can always be this connection. My good friend Paul Mortlock, who's actually the producer and DP of this film, he approached me and said, "Oh, a friend of mine has been chatting with a lady survivor of the Second World War, and she's got a fascinating story." And so he said, "Would you like to meet her?" So I did, and interviewed her. And that kind of set off a snowball effect. So we started interviewing people all around Europe, and then we ended up in America. And this is where we eventually found our way to Rick and Earth. And so, yeah, it was by chance. We kind of let it develop though and evolve, because I think that's the best way for when it's a hybrid, like a docudrama. So yeah, we just kind of found our way along, and then eventually we found the perfect story. And yeah, I mean, there are other films we're going to be making with other people, but this was our first one. So yeah, that was how it happened. Really, it was a bit of chance, really, I suppose. We shot the documentary side of the film in 2016, going into 2017, and then the plan was to shoot the drama in 2017 as well. But what actually happened was we couldn't get the funding, so basically it kind of went on ice for quite a long time. The thing is, though, I've actually already edited the full feature film of this film, which is about 85 minutes long. But we actually made the short, a condensed version of that, because just as a proof of concept, to show the world what the vision was. And I think I would say editing time, probably about 2 months of editing, I'd say. And then I would say probably about 2 weeks worth of filming. So we traveled around Europe, we drove through Holland, Germany and Poland to get all the B-roll and do some interviews. So I'd say that was about 2 weeks. And then we probably did about another 2 weeks worth of back and forward to and from America on a few different occasions. So it was spread out though. So I'd say all in all, probably the documentary was probably about 2 weeks worth of filming, if it was consecutive. And then the drama, we had 2 days. So we shot all the drama in 2 days, which was quite the challenge. Not long after we'd finished the documentary side of the film, I don't know exactly, but within a week or so, Rick passed away. And I was speaking to his partner, Lynn, not long after that, and she said that he'd hung on to finish the film, which blew me away, really, to be honest, because it's such an important responsibility that gave me to make sure that we finished it. We were always going to finish it, and that was the biggest challenge. But yeah, he literally, she believed that he'd hung on just so he could finish it. And when we got Rick and Irving together for the last time, that was the last time they were together, and that was when we finished that side of the film. So I think that's quite a powerful side story to it all, really. I mean, first of all, just the fact that we shot in 35 was the first time I'd shot in 35. So that was a massive lesson for me, just in every sense, technically and just workflow, the whole lot. And then I'd say another thing. The biggest lesson, though, I'd say was sticking to the vision of the film, because we were finding it so hard to get funding, you do start to doubt yourself, I suppose, and think, what, you know, is there something wrong with the script? Is the treatment, is something wrong with the treatment? You know, do I need to redo this? Do I need to change the actual premise? Is the vision just off kilter maybe? But I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. I kept stuck at it. I'd stuck at it. And so, yeah, that's the biggest lesson. It's almost like a lesson that I kind of went on that journey myself, and I'd make sure next time I wouldn't doubt myself. I mean, I was doubting myself internally. I wasn't telling anyone else that I was concerned that maybe it wasn't right. And it was all in my own head. But next time I won't do that. I'll just be right. I know that this is the way to do it. This is what this works, and it's the right direction. So that's definitely would be my biggest lesson by a long way. I feel honoured. I feel excited. I'm a bit nervous, yeah, but to be honest, I'm just so happy that the film is in such a prestigious festival, and it's just exciting to go up against all the filmmakers in the competition. You know, it really excites me. So it's just a huge honour, and I know as well that Rick and Irv, who are no longer with us, I know that they would just be absolutely thrilled over the moon. If they were still here, and I feel like I've done them justice. To be honest with you, that's the biggest thing for me. I feel like I've done them justice by finishing the film and doing it right. But yeah, to be in this festival, it's just amazing, and it's an absolute honour.